Hello and welcome to the show. I have the most beautiful guest, Miss Cheryl Theilade. Miss Cheryl Theilade is the owner and operator of Scentimental Creations. She is body care from nature to nurture. And Miss Cheryl is actually a family friend of ours. She goes way back
years
with my Auntie Sue. And I just got reunited actually with Cheryl. She came to our Raw Babes Circle, and that was a few months ago.
Yep, February.
That was in February.
Yeah.
And then I was just like, my Auntie Sue was like, you need to try Cheryl's products. And I was like, okay. And then it first started with my mom. And then my mom's like, Kristen, you need to try Cheryl's products. And I'm like, okay. And then came over and that's it, you guys. Your products are
Thank you.
insane. Like what you do is beyond. And so the importance of bringing you on the show is to not only share what you do, but to educate all of the viewers and listeners about what is in products that we're using and how detrimental it is to our mind, body, and soul.
And the environment.
And the environment.
Never forget about that.
And you know what I like about the name of your company? Sentimental. It's like mental. And it's like making those mental choices and where you're putting your money.
Yeah.
So I would like you to go a little bit back in time to share with everybody a little bit of your story.
Well, it's easy, and I do get asked a lot at night school. Like I'll get asked, Cheryl, how did you start? How did you get into this? When I was little, my mother started working as a cosmetician.
Okay.
I was 3. Now, of course, I don't remember being 3, but she did start in 1966. Therefore, I'm 60. So, and
You look amazing, by the way.
she retired, I believe, when I was 33 or 34. So when I was young, we lived on a farm in Langley, right? Horses, the whole bit. Everybody had a bicycle. I had a horse. And she would bring home, I guess after the reps came in, the reps would come in the store and say, oh, here, Joan, here's a new sample of the new turquoise eyeshadow, or here's a new sample of the, it was cosmetics, right? Here's a new sample of the new cream out by, I don't need to name company names, but commercial laden products. Big
Massive.
company. That's correct. So she would bring these home to me.
Okay.
And you're a little girl, you're seeing these beautiful products, colors, beautiful jars and labels. And so I would use them, just playing, and then I'd be raw, blistered, rashes, the whole bit. Okay, so I think as a young kid, I'm pondering, why is that happening to me, right? So, of course, super sensitive skin. I was peaches and cream. I was a redhead, fair skinned. And the other thing was all family photos. I think before family photos, my mother would take a cloth and take soap and wash my face. So all family photos, I have the big raw red circle around my mouth. So this was Camay, Ivory, Zest. It doesn't matter because they're all surfactants. They're all detergent-based soaps, right? So I think as I got older, she kept bringing home this stuff and I would have bad reactions. And I programmed it that this is just not good. This is just something's going on here. So that I will never forget. And then I think being raised on a farm, you've got access to nettle. You've got, which I started using for my horse's hooves. I would like with Epsom salts and nettle and just dandelion root and all these natural things. And there was like success. I saw results. And then I kind of, as I just got older, I started bringing them into my life.
Yeah.
Right? And then it just got more and more and playing with essential oils. And then in 1997, I introduced my first class to the Vancouver School Board.
1997.
Yeah. So that's,
Wow. I'll write that down.
Coming up on, I think, 26 years.
Wow. 1997. Incredible. And so what did you do? Let's talk a little bit about what you, not only do you know all this type of information, but Cheryl actually makes every single one of her products.
Right.
By herself.
Yeah.
You are the director, writer, script writer, producer. You're all of it. Yeah. You're the show.
Yeah. It's a lot of work. But you have to, you get up every day and you want to make a difference. And that is my passion to help people, whether it be a skin rash, whether it be hair loss, whether it be whatever, eczema, psoriasis. But yeah, and I began with soap making because I feel that in soap making, we all use soap.
Yeah.
Babies, pet care, doesn't matter what age, and then we can customize that, right? And the beauty of soap is it's just not a shower base bar. You can make Castile, you can liquefy it, make a vegetable wash, make a hand wash, you can make a baby wash, you can customize. It doesn't end there.
Right.
So you're not supporting the commercial companies for another product. You can do it all. You need a solid first, because chemically speaking, soap is a salt. And then you alter it by changing it to a liquid or so on.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah.
And so in your classes, you're actually teaching and educating people on the product, what's in other products. Can we actually talk about that for a second, of just some of the harsh chemicals and why it's so important for us to not use these products?
Well, gosh, we could talk about that for hours, but I think a good example would be when I do all the farmers markets, right? So I started teaching in 97. I started manufacturing my own skincare in 2001.
Okay.
Then started doing the farmers markets to selling online, but then I wanted to get into the public to share the creams, and creams came first. Like my Aloe Cure was my first product ever, right? And then Shared Vision did an article, the Vancouver Sun did an article, and I thought, oh my gosh, I've got something here. This is great. And that's the product that maybe we could show.
Yes.
That's the product there. The Aloe Cure is just 18 cups of aloe vera juice, sweet almond oil, grapefruit seed extract, vitamin E, cocoa butter, carrot tissue oil. And again, off topic here, but just because it's natural, this is our patch test area, and we always put a little bit here just to ensure. We don't know, you could be allergic to an essential oil or something.
Okay.
So this is our patch test area.
Okay.
Honestly, I've never heard of anybody having an allergic reaction with that, but
it's just good to
it's
be.
golden.
Okay.
Face, hair, everywhere. I mean, even people put it on the ends of their hair, believe it or not, right? I've got some men who just put it through their hair. I find that a little bit bizarre, but whatever works, because anything natural can go on your butt, your face, your foot. It doesn't matter,
everywhere.
Right? So
you can eat it.
Right. So back to the farmer's market, when people come and they'll say, look at this rash, or can I show you my tummy? And they'll be showing me, the first question, Kristen, that I ask is, because we can put all the natural things on, which is strictly just a Band-Aid.
Yeah.
So the first thing I ask is, what did you have for lunch today? What did you have for dinner last night? Oh, well, I went through the drive-thru at Tim Hortons. Okay, so garbage in, garbage out.
Yeah.
We look at skincare as the food on our plate, as I always say. If I'm looking at my plate last night, salmon, asparagus, salad, maybe a bit of brown rice, everything has color.
Right.
So it's no different than our skincare. This is not white. This is not a white product. We need color. And if you and I are making a batch of cream or body butter or whatever we're doing, we've got an herbal infusion of herbs. That's going to maybe be a bit of yellow, green, or brown. Because the herbs, we strain it. Now we throw in a bit of golden jojoba oil, kind of orangey.
Yeah.
Vitamin E, a little bit of brownie color, grapefruit seed extract, golden. And we keep going, and now we emulsify. How the hell can we come up with a white product? Pretty well impossible.
Yeah.
Right? So that's why I always say to people, if it's clear or white, just put it down and turn left. Right?
Yeah.
So Back to the customers who have skin rashes or acne, I ask that. How's your sugar intake? Tell me about your food, right? Because foods that we eat we want the color. High in carotenoids.
Yeah.
We want kale, leafy greens, almonds, fish, honey. Things that are high in C, A, zinc.
Yeah.
What else? Legumes, like all these good things. That's kind of easy.
Yeah.
And if someone says, well, I'm not wild on my greens and stuff, would you walk through cut glass to get good skin?
Right.
You know? So it's just, and then of course supplements are good too, zinc and vitamin C and E and stuff, right?
And D
but it's what we put in our body.
Yeah.
Because again, a Band-Aid, we can put on all the natural skincare. Now, on the flip side of that is if someone's been using commercial laden products, excuse me, from, it doesn't matter, drugstores and stuff, then I say take a break and see what happens. Take a break and see if that rash is, because it could be the formaldehydes, it could be the mold inhibitors, it could be a lot of time it's fragrancing in products, not essential oils.
Yeah.
It could be the preservatives. A lot of products loaded with preservatives.
So many
The
preservatives.
parabens, the formaldehydes, the whole bit. And so, and even colorants. So the list goes on. There's just so many. There are like 800,000. I mean, maybe 10% are being tested.
Yeah. And then what is happening is we're reading the marketing or seeing this beautiful woman advertising that these products are going to do wonders, and they're
Right.
spending $500 for them. And they just have carcinogenics in them that won't do anything but harm the body.
Right. So I'll give a good example, if I
do
may.
it.
I was just at Ladner. I do the Ladner Village Market, which is a fabulous. If none of you have been, I highly recommend. It's so much fun.
Okay.
And I was there on this past Sunday, and I have customer base. Follow me, and because sometimes people will stock up at the end of the market, which is September, and then, oh, Cheryl, I ran out of your anti-8, and oh, darn, I had to go, and I found this new company, and it's a French company. I never mention any names. I'm like, oh, okay, and you're satisfied? Well, it wasn't the same as yours. And first question I ask, what color was it? Well, it's white. Okay. Don't need to say anything else because I already know. So tell me the name. So I write down the name, and it's not my job to do the research because I already know what's in these products. Can guarantee it's got a beautiful jar, nice golden label, and a nice cap. Marketing. We're visually stimulated, right? And then the words on the label could be whatever, youthful, anti-age, all this stuff. So
Anti-wrinkle.
yeah, I go
Lightening.
home, I look it up. I sent the email, the cut and paste of the ingredients this long. The product was actually $535, and I was just like, who? I don't care how much money you have, Kristen. Who would pay that? Because some people think the higher the price, the better the product. It's actually the opposite. Truly.
Yeah.
So I sent her that information, and she sent me back a frown face. Oh dear. But it's your responsibility. It's called buyer beware.
Okay.
Everybody, we have Mr. Googly who can give us all this information. And if companies have a product online and they don't list their ingredients, you could pick up the phone or email them and say, I'm curious what's in that cleanser. It's my body. It's going in my body. Every single thing we put on our body is in our bloodstream in approximately 17 to 18 minutes. Is it 100%? No, it's 68%. 68 to 70%. That's a high percentage.
That's a high percentage. Our skin is a huge organ. It's
One big sponge.
Yeah.
We are one big sponge, right? So you want to keep using that product, go for it. Just keep using it. If it's working for you, but if you really care of what's in it, right? Another example, body scrubs, if I may. I bought Kristen a sample of my body scrub because I just made the brown sugar body scrub yesterday. Some people will say, I've been using this body scrub from a certain store. Cheryl, I paid $65 for it. And I'm like, oh, do you like it? Well, I don't know. Sometimes it makes me itchy and stuff. Did you read the ingredients? It turns out we read the ingredients, get a spec sheet. There was no sugar in it. It was called sugar polish.
Holy shit.
This is marketing.
It is marketing.
This is marketing.
Yes.
And it's up. Again, I say to Susie, my customer, you're buying it. You're using it on your body. You've got to research that. You've got to find out what's in it.
Yeah.
It's the same with our food. When you go shopping,
Yeah.
you're going to be looking at what's in it.
You know, the other biggest thing is perfume. Perfume. Oh
Yeah.
my God, Cheryl.
Neurotoxins. Yes.
Guys.
Yes. And if I can just interrupt,
Yes,
but
no,
I
this is for
say
you.
to my programmers, because as you know, I teach for all the school boards, City of Delta, I go to the island, everywhere, every school board. And I say, if we could squeeze in one line in the ad for my classes, could we just put, please come to class scent free? I have not been around perfumes and stuff. Oh my gosh. I think I wore a little bit when I was younger, you know,
Right.
when Sue and I were going out dancing and doing our crazy things.
Yeah.
We wore a little bit of perfume. But when I have someone come in my class, the second she or he, cologne as well, walks in the room, a little bit of headache.
Same with me.
Yeah. Because I'm not used to it. We're just not used to it. Average bottle of perfume has 50 to 700 chemicals. And companies like Calvin Klein, Karl Lagerfeld, whatever, they do that, so you can't copy the formula type thing.
That's right.
So what fragrance is it? What synthetic nasty am I reacting to? Could be 3, could be 300.
That's right.
We'll never ever know.
You'll never
Nonetheless, headache, don't feel good, feel fatigue, and get out the peppermint.
It's just bringing down the endocrine
Yeah.
system. The body can't handle it.
Yeah.
The liver is trying to do its damnedest.
Yeah, for sure.
And then on top of that, you think people have their fragrance in their laundry detergent.
Yeah.
And then it's
Yeah.
in their moisturizer.
Yeah.
Like you're just loading the body
Yeah.
on top, one thing after another.
Absolutely. And we just don't need the neurotoxins. We just really don't need them.
No.
And they're doing nothing for you. And as I say, when we're in class, someone says, well, I've got this favorite scent that I got, and it's a peach. Well, peach would be synthetic because a peach can't give us an essential oil. Oh, but I like it. It's going to make your skin itchy. It's going to do nothing for the skincare. Whereas if you add palmarosa for dry skin, neroli, a little bit of sandalwood, or a little bit of lavender to calm, then you're getting the therapeutic properties.
That's right.
And you're going to see the difference, but not in a fragrance.
Crazy.
But sometimes people have a passion for something. Coconut's another one. No such thing as coconut essential oil.
Wow.
There's a fatty acid, of course, from
Yes.
the coconut itself, but it doesn't give us an essential oil, which is
And there's
painfully
so
sad. But
no scent.
you can mix lavender and lavender and vanilla together, which will give you a nature's coconutty kind of smell.
Okay. Wow. The amount of people that have no idea. And it's like,
Getting
of course,
better.
it is getting better.
Getting better.
It's getting better.
Getting better.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's like you're just here doing your due diligence one class at a freaking time.
Yeah. And I think that the classes that I'm really passionate about is my pet care. It's called For Your Fur Only. And why? Is because animals can't speak for themselves. So if someone's going to go put their dog, I'll tell you a very... I almost get teary-eyed sometimes, and I tell this story every single time because I love animals. Like, I love animals, right? So my pet class, we do an herbal pet wash. We do a floppy ear cleanse with St. John's wort and aloe juice and stuff, because dogs that go in the lake and the river get itchy.
And ear infections.
Right. So you do that after the dog's been in the water and stuff. And what else we do? We do an herbal pet powder for smelly dogs that roll in dead things and horse poop or whatever. And I had her name, I can't remember the woman's name because I always remember the dog's name. And she said, she had emailed me and said, my dog shakes when we go for our bath, when we give her a bath. And she's trembling and she kind of whimpers. And I said, well, what are you using? Oh, a bottle from the vet, which is usually colored dark green or dark blue. Super thick, hold it to the light. It's surfactants, right? Not Castile based.
What's a surfactant?
Surfactants, detergent, surface active cleaning agent.
Okay.
It's in your Tide. It's in your toothpaste surfactants, cocamide DEA, sodium lauryl sulfate, nasties, right? And so she said, Holly, my beagle, shakes and tremors. And I said, well, she's probably reacting, and it's uncomfortable. She's burning type thing. So come and see me at the market. Long story short, she sent me a note after she bought it's a Castile with an herbal infusion overnight of herbs like agrimony, tansy, eucalyptus leaves. Those herbs, they're good for ticks and fleas, and they're deodorizing. And then we do a Castile bar. And then we add very minimal essential oils. A little bit of lemongrass, a little bit of lemongrass, a little bit of drops of eucalyptus, minimal. Dogs don't need...
They don't need much.
That's correct. And she sent me an email in uppercase. Holly now wags her tail when she gets the bath. So you see the difference, right? I know. And that was back in, 2010. But things like that, when I hear that, I just go, yay for Holly, right?
This is why I'm doing
Holly the beagle, right? So, and then baby care. That's my other class because new moms, they're just, here they are going to the store. Oh, here's a baby bum cream and stuff. And it's got the parabens. It's got, not all of them, but some things are not going to be anything commercial laden. It's not made in a back room.
Yeah.
Right? So the baby's rash isn't getting better, and they're using the baby wipes, propylene glycol. Propylene glycol is in so many things.
What's that?
Propylene glycol is it's like an antifreeze. What it is they put it in products as a texturizer. It's in your fat-free salad dressings if you're not making your own salad dressing. And it looks a little bit like vegetable glycerin, but it's cheap. Propylene glycol. Propylene glycol, yeah. And so that's in a lot of baby wipes, in addition to other nasties. And so moms are just like, oh, I had no idea. Because you're trusting, it's like the FDA and Health Canada. They're not supporting us. They're supporting the big chemical companies at the top where all the money's made.
Exactly.
Right? So sad but true. And so then I want more new mums to really take the bait. It's called Mummy and Me.
I love that.
Yeah. It's important. You got a newborn baby and you're slapping on petroleum products to it. What a way to start the world, right? Your life.
And their body's fighting so hard.
Yeah, and they too absorb that.
That's right. Holy shit. So good. This is such a good conversation. I'm so happy that you're here.
Yeah, and that one. So those two I'm really, because babies and pets can't speak for themselves, right?
That's right.
And not only dogs, horses, potbelly pigs. We don't bathe cats. We never bathe cats, right? Essential oils and cats. Anybody's listening out there, your cat, the first thing I always ask, again, I'm not going to sell someone's buying all these essential oils. Oh, I've got a new diffuser. I'm excited. The first thing I ask, do you have a cat? Oh, yeah, I have two. Okay. So some of these essential oils, they just can't, the dog's olfactory is similar to ours.
Okay.
Cats, not so much.
So it's best not to even have
Less
essential
is
oils
best.
in your home.
Have a window open.
Okay.
Have good airflow, for sure.
Okay.
Because it gets into the spleen, the kidneys, and they just can't break it down. And when I first started doing this, I had a little orange love of my life fluff ball, and I was aware of that. I started, I got him when he was, oh my gosh, I got him in 88. Anyhow, he was around when I first started doing this. And of course, I knew I did my best to keep essential oils away from him, but I did know that's how he would pass, and he did pass, but 13. But it was liver and spleen.
Due to essential oils?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, you can't. The molecules get in the air, whatever we're making. If we're making creams and we're emulsifying, if we're making soap, if we're doing serums, whatever, they're in the air.
Okay.
So they can't really escape. It's good to have a window or a fan, but so when you're using a diffuser and you've got cats.
Oh my God, but what just went into my mind? It's like, think of the Febreze spray or oh my gosh.
Yeah. Well, I don't know I'd like to think that people are not. I would like to see them removed from.
Oh, how about even just air fresheners? The people that are putting in their home.
Yeah.
That is killing. You're killing yourself, your kids, your animals.
Plug-in Glade.
Plug it in, plug it in. Like, no, pull it out, pull it out.
I mean, it's funny. I don't do a lot of, I hardly ever, I think the last time I was in London Drugs, I was buying a ceramic plant pot. I don't need anything. I don't need anything to go to a store.
No.
Except for paper towels, whatever, but nothing, soaps, toothpaste, nothing of that. Because
You make it all.
I make it all.
The cool thing about Cheryl, you guys, is she literally makes it all. Like, lip liner. This is my absolute favorite lip liner. And it was so cool because when I went to your house, you had just made this color. And
yeah, they're new. Lip liners are not. And I get asked in my mineral makeup class, it's a 6.5 hour workshop. We do an eyeliner. However, when we're in the class, I say hands up, who is for lip liner? And if I get at least half of the class, we can do half of you guys. And if we've got time, we can do both. We're just filling up a hollow pencil, right? So most people want the brown, the plum, or the black.
Yeah.
But know that you can just change the oxides. You can change the micas and the oxides to get a color. Yeah.
Yeah. And you'd have to experience it because it's very soft. And I always wear lip liner. I'm obsessed with lip liner.
Yeah. No.
But even just like your mineral elements.
Yeah. Those are done
amazing.
in coffee. Yeah. My bronzers, easy. Coffee bean grinder. Just mixing them up to
So I will share, because we're talking about this and we'll get back to all the things. My favorite product, and I think it's your number one seller, isn't it?
Anti-8's my number one seller.
Anti-8, okay. We'll share that one too. So the organic whipped shea butter with bronzing shimmer. I'm obsessed with this. I put this on my face and I mix it in with some powder, and then I put it all over my face, and it's so shiny, soft, beautiful. It smells amazing.
Yeah.
It's so hydrating and moisturizing.
Yeah.
You can put it anywhere on your body.
You can put it anywhere in your body. You're getting an SPF of approximately, I'm going to say 7.
And look at this color.
Yeah. Now the story on that is I always said no. I got asked for years, would you do a whipped butter, whipped bronzer? Oh. Not bronzer, just like a whipped body butter. And I said, in time. And it is time consuming because it's taking beaters, the beaters that we have to make a cake, and it's staying with it for half an hour because you have to get you're gently doing a bit of a melting of my coffee butter, shea butter, lots more shea butter, which has an SPF naturally of 4. Shea butter.
Shea? Okay.
Yeah, unrefined. Right? Unrefined. It's from a nut, grows under the ground. And then a little bit of coconut oil. So coconut oil and shea butter both give us a natural SPF, which is great.
It's amazing.
Perfect. And then you have to beat them till you get lightly stiff peaks. And then we fold in the organic cacao powder and then the bronzer, which I already have access to because I make the bronzers.
Yeah, and that's her bronzer right here. And I use this for my cheeks, and you can do it for your eyes. You can do it anywhere.
Minerals can go anywhere.
Anywhere.
Yeah. You can add a little bit to your lip brush and put it on your lips. It's like there's no right or wrong in the world of natural.
There isn't.
There's no right or wrong.
And then the one that Cheryl's been talking about, her number one seller is the Anti-8 cream, the Wrinkle Rescue Remedy. This is all that I use. I'm just continuing to, move over to all of Cheryl's product because of course I know the benefits, and this cream is amazing. And the other thing is Cheryl lists all of her ingredients in everything, so what is in what you're buying.
Yeah, you have to, even for allergy purposes. If you're allergic to, again, back to the patch testing, because I've never really experienced anybody saying, oh my gosh, I had a rash of this, but you just never know. What if someone's allergic to carrot tissue oil?
Right.
You had no idea, or something like that, right?
What's let's talk a little bit about the benefits of the Anti-8.
You get a little bit of a glow. Notice how it's a greeny. It's an interesting color. I had one man say to me, I've got a lot of men that use that as well, but years ago he said, oh, it reminds me of my baby when he was little.
I love this
baby
smell.
poo. And I'm like, oh, thank you for letting me know that. So it's a good smell because the essential oils. So the essential oils, let's look at that, is rose. It's very, very costly. I mean, rose essential oil goes up every day. Like, what is it? 1,000 petals can give us like couple drops. I mean, it's just
Brutal.
liquid gold, as I call it, right?
Okay.
So frankincense, which is a good skin astringent, fennel, which makes skin kind of plump,
Nice.
geranium, which brings blood to the surface, so it takes away that pale skin and livens you up. Tangerine, skin elasticity. Rose, frankincense. Yeah, so those are the
And is
essential.
carrot?
Carrot seeds in there as well. Carrot seeds, anti-aging, and it's good for scarring. Okay, those are the essential oils, which of course are added at the end. I do 27 jars every 10 days, so you're always getting something fresh.
Yeah.
Lots of shea butter, lots of pycnogenol, coenzyme Q10, alpha lipoic acid, lots of vitamin C. And in saying that, with the vitamin C, you always got to make sure, and I think I told you that too, I tell all my customers, make sure that jar lid is on tight, because it oxidizes from the vitamin C. You might just see a tiny bit of a color, of a darker color, which is fine, but you would just boil the kettle, stainless steel spoon, and just take off that little layer, right? And always have clean hands when you use it.
Yeah.
It's got the preservatives are natural, but cleaner the hands, the better, right?
Definitely.
It's good, and I'm all low volume, which I think people really, really appreciate. I remember Whole Foods approached me back in 2008 and said, we want you in our store. And I said, I'm not your girl. And he said, oh, why is that? Because you're going to want 100, maybe 200 of those jars. I like to be behind my product. I like to be talking about it. Why is the shampoo greeny brown? Why is that cream yellowy green?
Yeah.
There's a method to my madness, and I don't want just anybody grabbing a product, right? It's also
Education.
Right,
You
and
have an
low volume is
opportunity.
key. Low volume is key. Deodorant, 20 at a time.
Yeah.
And if I run out, I run out. People appreciate that they know they're going to get a fresh one.
batch.
That's correct. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I want to talk a little bit too about the Healthy Hair Herbal Shampoo. I use it. Cassius uses it. I'm not kidding you, you guys. I literally use this shampoo. I'll wash my hair once a week, and I don't use anything else. I actually don't even use conditioner.
And I'm really glad you just said that.
Okay.
Because once a week.
Once a week.
Once a week. We talk about that. I teach a class on 3 hours of all hair care. When we're washing our hair every day, I just want to smack somebody. Because
crazy.
Isn't it crazy? And some people say, but Cheryl, I can't. It'll start to get oily. Not if you train your hair.
High five, please. Because I was a
Right?
hairdresser and I used to train my clients. And I
Good.
used to talk about this.
Good. Okay, I didn't know that okay, good.
Yes.
And the thing is, it's so easy. Like I'm a runner and I Pilates and stuff like that, but I'll do a bang wash.
Yeah, that's
But
what
if
you can do.
that's right. I wash my hair a little bit more than once a week. Sometimes it's like I don't have oily hair because I've trained it. Our
Right.
hair doesn't need all this stuff. We're only washing this
The-
stuff up
the
here.
root.
We're not washing all this lovely stuff.
No.
And the
That's
back
what gets
and
so
the back of
dry.
the neck. That's right. And so I'll say in the hair care class, we talk about that. And the more you stop moving, the movement, the sebaceous glands will stop spitting out oil.
Yeah.
You basically train it, right?
Yeah.
And
It's
it's simple, you know? So yeah, the shampoo, it's, you have to wear, I always say, you have to wear new eyeglasses when you're looking at natural skincare.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Like
Yeah.
it's not, you go to a salon, you go to the store, you hold up the bottle of shampoo, it's super, super thick. One indication right there, loaded with surfactants. And of course, it's like your child's bubble bath, your dish soap. It's a copycat business, meaning, how do I say, make
Just say
one
it.
big vat, like the size of this room, could be a bunch of cocamide DEA, mold inhibitors, water, alcohol, loaded with sodium lauryl sulfate, thickeners. Like that's what your toothpaste would be thick, right?
Yeah.
And then they throw in color, fragrancing, and whatnot. Boom, shampoo. All the marketing words, volume, fruit extracts, conditioner in one. Those are all marketing. Sold. Oh my gosh.
Oh my God, it's going to make my hair thicker and fuller like that girl on the TV that has so much fucking hair.
Right.
No, she was just born with a lot of hair.
Right. Right. So this is liquidy, as you know. So sometimes I'll say to customers, just flip the disc of the cap and just do a little circle instead of putting it in your hand, because then you might lose some.
Right.
So basically the process is pure, as I say on my label.
Yes.
It is like 25 Castile shampoo bars graded. So it's a labor of love. It's like when I
You're
make
amazing.
it's 25 bottles each, which is on my list to do tomorrow. But I got to make the shampoo bars first. So there's always steps. If I don't have any shampoo bars made,
Then you have no liquid
that's
soap.
correct. So the shampoo bars will go in the mold tonight. They come out of the mold 48 hours later. And then they're soft because they're Castile based. Then I grate 25 of those into a big, huge pot of the herbal infusion. And the herbal infusion is horsetail, rosemary, coltsfoot, nettle. Those 4
Nettle's
fabulous
amazing.
herbs. Yeah. They are high in silica. They're good for the scalp. Rosemary is a stimulant, promotes growth. And then I add the 2 together, put the shampoo bar. I leave it alone, let it melt for 2 hours. A little bit of rosemary extract, vegetable glycerin. Add the essential oils of healthy hair oils, which is ylang ylang, lemon for shine. Also, lemon cleans up an oily scalp, should you have oily scalp. Clary sage for healthy scalp, for no dandruff and such. And then that's it. And then bottle it. So the process is pure. It's a bit of work, but people really like it. You have to leave it on for 2 or 3 minutes. That's the kicker.
It's nice though. You have many other things you can do in the shower.
Yeah.
While
Shave
you're
your
letting
legs,
it.
yeah.
While you're letting it do its thing.
Or exfoliate with your body scrub.
Exactly.
While your shampoo is there.
I'm so excited. I haven't tried that yet. I'm excited.
Yeah, that's your little
My
treat.
gift. Yay. Okay. Another cool thing that Cheryl has is, like she was saying, the shampoo bar. So you don't need even to have the liquid. I just prefer the liquid.
Right.
But what, you just lather it up in your hand?
Yeah,
type
the
thing?
shampoo bars have been around for a long time. They're really popular. They're non-drying, and they're good for, let's say, a family is on their way to Europe and they're going to go hiking and camping and they're gone for a couple months. They're going to grab the shampoo bars because they're hair and body, right? Someone will say
so
to
full,
me,
like hair, body,
absolutely.
everything.
People use them on their baby, unscented. Anything high in olive oil, like it's Castile, castor oil, a tiny bit of coconut. Believe it or not, coconut oil can be too drying.
Okay.
That's why you never make a batch of soap with just pure coconut. You'd cut it after the mold and it would crumble, right?
Okay.
So
Good to know.
people will say, I'm confused. What's the difference between the shampoo bar and this? And I say, I've taken it 2 steps further with the herbal infusion, with the essential oils,
Okay.
right? And you've got to do a little bit more work. The shampoo bar is just, it's perfect for travel, hair, body. You can even wash out your underwear or whatever if you're in a hotel or camping or something. Why not?
Amazing.
It's all purpose. Yeah. Yeah.
So many things. So many things. Another thing that I'm obsessed with is her mint medley. This one's my favorite, and it's all natural vegetable-based soap, 100% biodegradable, no fragrances, no synthetic colors. It smells amazing.
Yeah, that's the spearmint and the peppermint.
I love spearmint. Absolutely. So I'm hooked.
And I just want to go back. I don't have any shampoo bars to show you, but I want to just go back a second because I also, I like to inspire people to do DIY.
Okay.
The more DIY, then I get to keep people out of stores. I mean, it's great when people come to the market and stuff. I don't want people. That's why I do what I do. That's why I talk about what's in
it all.
Don't support the commercial companies. It's like the commercial laden products. If you take a Castile shampoo bar, there's 2 of them in a pack like this. They're like a cube. I don't know if you've seen them. I think maybe you haven't, but you take 1 cube to 1 cup of liquid. Now that liquid could be, let's say you're making a baby wash.
Okay.
That liquid would be chamomile infusion, chamomile herb, because chamomile's gentle. It's good for inflammation. It's just,
So
you
soothing.
grate the bar over the pot
Okay.
of the chamomile tea that you've just infused for 20 minutes. You grate that bar, you walk away, have it on a medium heat, it melts. You come back, you take it off the heat. We add no essential oils, of course, for babies. You got a baby wash.
Wow.
You've got a Castile baby wash,
That's simple.
right? Then you're not going and buying, because a baby doesn't need that. If you're going to do your dish soap, you do the same thing. You could use water. For dish soap, we could just use water.
Yeah.
And then for the dish soap, we would add your degreasers, your lemon essential oil, your orange essential oil, and maybe a few drops of tea tree. What do you got? Dish soap.
Amazing.
You want to
Yeah,
make a
tea
body
tree's
wash.
amazing.
You do an infusion of your favorite herb. You love mint. You could infuse mint, strain it. If you want it colored with green, put in a pinch of chlorophyll or spirulina.
Wow.
You've got body wash. See? You've
You're
done
amazing.
it yourself. And it would only take you literally 5 minutes, 10 tops after it's
Wow.
bottled and capped.
Wow.
So the simplicity, making your own skincare and doing that is just fun, affordable, effective. I like to just, I get
Amazing.
excited when I hear
Yes.
people saying they're doing that.
And if you guys don't want to make your own, or you don't have the time, you can buy all of Cheryl's products online or go to the markets.
You can go to the farmers markets, all the Vancouver farmers markets, and the Ladner. I'm at Coquitlam this Sunday, which I do the Coquitlam farmers market 3 or 4 times throughout the summer. But the Kitsilano, the West End, the Trout Lake, they're busy and they're fun, and you're getting fresh produce, and it's such a good community, sustainability. It's just family.
You know what is kind of being called, it would be amazing if we had you come in and ran a class, and then we'd be able to offer it to our viewers and listeners.
Yeah.
And then everybody can sign up and get a taste of you hands-on, and then also make their products.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then we can just see what that is that people need, because this is needed. This is the way that we're going in the world.
Yeah.
Is do it yourself.
And the beauty of, when I teach a class at night school, whether it be, creams, lotions, the hair care, the baby care, organic hemp care is popular, matcha green tea skincare, whatever the class is. When you do a private one, you get to build your own class. So let's say, Kristen, you want to have
My favorite things.
You want to do your favorite things. So I customize the notes and build a class for you. So let's say you want to do the healthy hair shampoo. You want to pull in a lip pencil because she loves lip pencils, right? Yeah. You want to grab you got a friends who had babies. We could pull in the baby bum cream.
Yeah.
And you've all got a dog. Let's do a dog powder. So usually 4 products per class.
Okay.
Is a 2.5 hour. And that's you make and take, and you have the products and the know-how and the formula. So it's kind of fun to build your own class.
Yeah, and to do that with your friends.
Yeah, why not?
Why not? Your community.
Yeah.
I freaking love it.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Cheryl, this is amazing. What is the other the other product there? I know that one's for my mom.
This one here is this is a chamomile cleanser.
That's
Going
what I
back to
need.
basics. This is kind of a brownie
like face wash.
cleanser, and then of course the most popular that goes with it is the herbal toner, because I'm a big believer in toner, because it's preparing the skin for moisturization, and
I need
it's
these.
cleaning off what you missed.
That's
on
right.
your round cotton pad, right? So the chamomile cleanser's been around for, oh my gosh, maybe 15 years. Lots of aloe juice, ground chamomile, kale and clay, also known as China white clay, which pulls out impurities, right? Vegetable lecithin. What else is in it? A little bit of coconut oil, and it's warming it up, and it's doing an emulsion. It's creamy, 18 at a time.
Do you make toothpaste?
Yes, I came out with the tooth powder. It's tooth powder.
Cool.
Yeah, getting it into and people, I always have, whenever I come out with a new product, I always have 8 or 9 guinea pigs. I hate to say guinea pigs, but testing people.
Yeah.
And then I tell them I'm coming out with it. And I usually like to have some men.
Yeah, of course.
And I like to have some women, just because with my friends, I just have sometimes, I have a feeling they're not gonna be completely,
Maybe they might just not want to hurt your feelings, but
right,
we want to know.
Oh, I
We
love
wanna
it.
know.
So my customers, here's the deal. Here's the sample. I need to know within 10 days. What did you love about it? What did you dislike about
Yeah.
it? So I came out with the toothpaste January 21. So it's been out for 1.5 years now. And people love it. It's got...
I'm excited to try.
Pardon me?
I said I'm excited to try.
Yeah, it's great. You just, couples buy it and then they start getting their own. It's no big deal. You put the toothbrush into the glass jar, you tap it to get it on your brush, and off you go. Okay, so you're not going to get a mouthful of foam.
Nice.
Okay, so if you look back in Shakespeare days, what did they clean their teeth with?
I don't know.
They walked around with licorice root.
Okay.
Remember? If you watch a movie like
I
Shakespeare in Love. She's so young. But I wasn't around back then either. But if you watch the movies of Shakespeare in Love with Gwyneth Paltrow,
Okay.
they're all walking around
With licorice.
with a licorice root cleaning their teeth.
I
So
love
licorice
licorice.
root powder is in the toothpaste. It's really, really good for healthy gums.
Okay. I love licorice.
Yeah, you got high amounts of vitamin C, a little bit of charcoal, titanium dioxide for whitening, calcium carbonate, bentonite clay. And
I
it's a
need
powder.
this.
It's a powder. Then I didn't know how to scent it. And I thought, well, for sure, we're going to go peppermint.
Yeah.
Tiny bit of peppermint and spearmint for fresh breath, and a little bit of cinnamon, and like a cinnamon type thing.
Wow.
And so back to my testing people. I had a few guys, and I have one customer, and I love him to bits, but because he's just so honest, he uses
So
my hair
clear,
my hair
clean.
wax, and he was using. I can mention them because they're a great company. Flora. And Flora they're very expensive. They're based out of the States, I believe. And he's been paying, oh my gosh, what did he say? $40, I believe. And he said, Cheryl, you've nailed it. And he is spreading the word. So
Awesome.
he loves it. And that's a big thing because Flora's like, they're big. They've been around for years and they have a tooth powder. And so he's saving money. I think mine's $12.95, right? So
Yeah.
yeah, it's good. I should have brought you a sample, but
Well,
next
that's
time.
okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, there's now if I want the toner, the cleanser, the toothpaste. I'm just loading up on all of your magic.
Yeah.
I've been, it's funny because I've been, even when I saw you in February, I was like, I want to get you on the show to talk about your product. And then when I was at your house, I'm like, I want to get you on the show.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, thank you for having me.
Because, wow,
Yeah.
you're just like,
It's fun. It's a lot of work, but
it is.
but I guess, I always look at it like it's my niche and
It's your purpose.
God put me here I'm here for a reason. And,
100%.
My mother, I have to laugh at her. She's 85 and she'll say, well, I hope you don't tell too many people that, I said, Mother, that was your job. You were a cosmetician. You were doing, you see, the thing about her job, and still to this day, anybody working at the cosmetic counters, they do not educate you on what is in the product. They tell you to go to work, sell. Sell that.
What are you selling?
Sell that gift with purchase that if you buy the cellulite cream for $45 or whatever, you get the gift pack. That's all she was ever told. And that's just the way it is. That's marketing. That's why billion dollar industry of all the cosmetic counters, which I can't go near any of those stores because it's all scented and right. But that's what she was
It's
just
like
doing.
your body won't even allow you to walk in there.
Not at all. Yeah.
Like I even, even certain hairsprays or things like that people use.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I can't.
Body
I've got a
sprays,
headache.
hairsprays. Yeah, exactly. It's true.
You know what I use to wash my clothes? Vinegar.
Yeah.
That's what I use.
Yeah. And it's so funny. We were just talking about vinegar. It's good, a great topic. Again, back to babies. When I started teaching, soap making was my first course. I hardly ever heard anybody in the classroom say, my baby or me, maybe 1 out of 20 eczema. Now, it's more than half.
Yeah.
And people, I just had 5 or 6 people on Saturday come to the market, same thing on Sunday. Babies. Now, it can be, of course, it 9 times out of 10, it's food.
That's right. And it's also what the mother's consuming because she's breastfeeding.
Exactly.
I went through this.
Yeah. But when I see a baby or a toddler, the first question I ask is, where is it? When they say, here,
Yeah.
here, and the thighs, groin, and behind the knees.
Yes.
What is that? Bingo. Laundry soap.
Makes sense because of where
You got it. Baby sleeps. Baby
clothes.
sleeps like this, and they're getting, they're hot. They get heated when they're sleeping.
And it's
The residue from the whatever it is, it doesn't matter because again, copycat business. It's copycat business. Tide is no different. All the companies are the same, right? Sunlight's all the same.
It's all the same
Surfactants, everything from cut glass to it's awful laundry soap. Okay,
Yeah.
it's also going down the sink. It's going down R&R waters, which is another whole
environment.
scary topic. And so I say, become a soap maker, make your own laundry bar, and wash little Billy's clothes just with that.
Yeah.
Or what are you using? And we know that it's store-bought. Try and get a unscented washing soda. Or B or C, do a final rinse, cold water with just the baby's clothes of a tiny bit of baking soda, a little bit of vinegar.
Right.
That really does help. That's how we're going to tell it's not food related and it's laundry soap. But those are your spots, right? That's a pure indicator. If it's on their tummy or it's on their face, or then we could look at the dairy and the stuff like that. And journaling, keeping a journal of what you ate or what the child had yesterday. Or doesn't have to be a child, adults too.
Yeah,
right?
it's like introducing. The thing with, I'm so grateful with Cassius is I only breastfed him for a very long time. And then I had the education from our naturopath, which was my midwife.
Right.
And she taught us how to incorporate foods and what foods and organics and one at a time. So it would just be one thing.
So you're not doing it all at once. Exactly.
So I knew the moment that something wasn't agreeing with him.
And that's a good idea. Yeah.
And then I've always just, since then, especially having him, become really aware of these things.
Yeah.
And there's always room for improvement. I'm not 100% perfect yet, but as I continue to add, I'm just eliminating more and more things. I've been doing that since 2017.
Absolutely. And you know, with adults and stuff, if someone says to me, what's good skincare? We already talked about the food.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's kind of, to me, I guess because I've always eaten so clean, that's really simple. But if I could take back one thing, it would have been sun. I'm not saying I was a sun worshiper, but in my younger days, strawberry blonde, fair-haired, sun. Stay out of this. We all need a little bit of vitamin D.
We do.
We absolutely need a vitamin D, hands down. But it's those peak times of 2 till 3 o'clock, 2 till 4, right? Smoking. Stop it.
Oh my
Nothing
God.
will suck the life out of your skin. Another thing that ages your skin is sugar. Yeah. If someone, you know, comes to my class, they're working on my skin, and then they announce to me that they're, you know, 55, 56, and I thought,
wow.
way more.
Yeah.
Wow. Can you tell me if you ever smoked? Yeah, I'm trying to quit. Boom.
Get that out.
Yeah. Exactly. How's your water intake? Water, of course, food, supplements, smoking, sun care. That's kind of skincare. That's looking after your skin.
Yeah.
We have to.
Yeah. And I do fully believe that sun is very important for our body.
Yeah, it is.
But it's all in a matter of time.
Yeah. Moderation.
And
exactly.
yeah. And balance.
Yeah.
And, you know, even just getting out, people don't even realize when there's clouds, you're still it's just still rocking the body.
And natural sunscreen is a class I do. It's one of my seasonal classes because I have seasonal classes, right? The SPF Poolside Essentials. That's only in May and June. Same with the stocking stuffer skincare. Of course, it's only in November. Mm-hmm. So making your own skincare with SPF, again, the fatty acids we use, jojoba, unrefined avocado, that has an SPF, hemp has 7. That doesn't mean 7 plus 4 plus 5. No, we have to add the active ingredients, which would be our zinc oxide and our titanium and stuff like that. Okay. And we could even throw in some organic matcha, the real matcha green tea, which stops UV.
Interesting.
High in catechins and really good for rejuvenating skin and cellular, right? Like
okay. And so, just so everybody knows, because they're probably like, well, what do we do for the SPF? Don't go and use the SPFs out there. Cheryl does make a beautiful SPF. I have that.
And a lip balm as well.
Yeah.
And putting that lip balm on, we can't see our ears right now, but on the tips of your ears, because if we've got our hair back and we're out for a run and stuff, that's thin skin. We need to watch our ears as well, right? Yeah. We forget about our ears.
Totally.
You know? We do, don't we?
Yeah. I don't even think about that.
Exactly.
Okay. Wow. This has been...
Yeah. We could go on and on. We could talk forever.
I know. I love this. I'm just speechless, and my intention behind having you on is to educate all of you amazing people, because our skin is so important. What we're putting on, it's food.
Yeah.
It's fuel.
Yeah,
it's
we are
food.
One big sponge. Yeah, we're food for the skin. Exactly.
Yeah, and that's why I love your body care from nature to nurture. And it's all about nurturing our skin.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that you can think of that you'd like to share, or anything that's coming to mind with our amazing peeps?
Yeah, no, if anybody has, I mean, when I'm at the market, I know I can't talk a lot, and I sometimes have a lineup, and some people like, oh, you're spending so much time with her. I have questions now too. I always say, feel free to, even a consultation or phone or email me or text, whatever.
Okay.
You always reach out if you've got an ongoing rash or something.
Yeah.
And sometimes, again, it's an easy fix. I've had a lot of people with the rosacea. I have 3 magic questions: hot showers, spicy foods, alcohol. You take away those 3 things, and guess what?
My God.
The rosacea's gone.
Alcohol, actually, we should have said before, is also number 1 on the list for aging.
Yeah.
I stopped drinking. It will
right
be
up
3
there.
years. And alcohol
Exactly.
does nothing. There's no benefit.
There's sugar. Again, there's sugar in alcohol, and sugar, it's just like really, really hard on the skin, right? So, reach out. I'm always, I manufacture at home, and usually at nights, teaching at night, but and then come and see me at the farmers markets.
And then reach out to myself and Tiffany so we can get a class going. If you're interested, we will definitely put it together for all of you and ourselves. And also online. People can purchase your product online?
Yeah, online, and then the fall schedule will be going on the website. I'm just working on a few more schools right now. It goes online beginning of August. Yeah.
And then to be determined, potentially she may be coming back into Maple Ridge to do some classes.
Yes, I'm seeing today the Maple Ridge Center. Yeah, in Albion, a new center. It's been open a year. They're keen to have me there. Yeah.
Are you on social media at all?
Yes, I am. I'm on Instagram.
Oh, I didn't even know.
Yes, I think I've been on Instagram. I try to do.
And what's your handle? I want to share with everybody so they can follow you.
Sentimental Creations, Me Cosmetics. Yeah.
Oh, it says Me Cosmetics at the end?
Sentimental Creations, Me Cosmetics, which is my mineral makeup. Mineral makeup side of it, right?
And then her website is sentimentalcreations.com.
Like the smell, like the scent.
Yeah. And all of it will be in show notes. We'll add your link and your Instagram and tag you in all the magic. Cheryl, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me. That was fun.
Yeah.
We could go on forever.
I know. And I would love to have you back to talk about the environmental issues with some of these things.
Going down our drain. That's another thing we didn't talk about, because we could go on. Yeah.
We'll do that. Yeah. We'll save it.
It's important.
It is important. All right, everybody, have an amazing day. Thank you for tuning in, and we will see you again soon. All the love. Mwah.